Hello, everybody. My name is Major Key. You can call me Major. And today we have for our Man Crush Monday.
Mayhem.
Welcome, Mayhem, everybody. First Monday, first podcast, and we're here with you, so we're trying to make it spicy. Hopefully, we make it good enough for everybody. Okay?
Y'all keep watching.
Your name is Mayhem. You want to go by anything else?
I go by a couple different names.
Okay, but we're going to do Mayhem tonight, guys.
That'll work for me.
I like that. All right, and what's your social media handle?
I am Ram 2500.
Okay, everybody, is that just on Instagram or is that on everything?
On everything.
I am Ram 2500. Clock it. All right, and where are you from, Mayhem?
Baltimore.
Born and raised.
Yep, all my life.
What side, east or west?
Both.
You can't be from both sides.
Why can't I?
Pick a side.
Well, I love the East, but I was born in West Baltimore.
Yeah, I was the same thing. A lot of my family members from over east, but definitely born from over west. Okay, so what sparked your interest into the car world?
I'm going to make that long story short. Everybody was that one kid that sat on their father's lap or their mother's lap and just controlled the steering wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as I got older and taller, I started driving on my own. And that just started from there.
Simple enough. So your parents, they were not gonna say street runners, but from us being from Baltimore, like they were street runners, or they was just like
my mother was a homebody, and I stayed on the streets with my father.
Okay.
He drove everywhere.
Okay.
City to city, state to state.
Yeah, and he probably was like, "Yeah, I need you to know how to drive, because sometimes you're gonna be driving me. I'm gonna need you to pick me up."
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, are you in a car club?
No.
Would you be in one?
No.
Why not?
I mean, car clubs are cool. I've been in one. It was alright, but I like doing it for myself.
I get it.
Because with car clubs, sometimes it's that we factor, and I like the me factor.
Yeah.
But I will support any and every car club.
Okay, that's fair enough. So, what's the best advice that you've received since getting into cars?
The clothes got to match the car.
What about the attitude, personality? That tells you a lot about a car.
You know, your attitude is reflected daily on different things. Everybody look at everything differently. So, attitude, your car clean, you dress okay, you're gonna feel okay, and everybody gonna want to talk to you. You're gonna want to talk to everybody because you want to let everybody know this your build, this what you did, you struggled to do this and that. You know, it's different.
It's your baby. All right. So, what advice would you give someone coming into the car world?
Take your time. It's not a rush. It's not a race. Take your time.
Take your time, guys. Just take your time. But what about it should they? Because it is a lot of money. You getting into a car, you getting into the bills, the miles, and everything into it. So, what specifically would or do they need to take their time with?
The whole thing. So I done built a couple cars, and some I rushed. It came out good, but the rush, you finish too quick. Like my Tahoe, I changed it like, I want to say 6-7 times.
So it just wasn't perfect.
And different rims, same color, tan and orange, just different rims. Went from just a sports stripe to striping to the inside, speakers. Just take your time. There's no rush. You see everybody out here, like I see a lot of young people, oh man, your truck look like this, your car look like that, you're this. Take your time. Everybody you want to buy the car Monday and have it finished Tuesday. No.
Yeah.
Because there's always going to be something else you're going to want. So you finish this car today, what you going to do tomorrow? And
that's the thing too. I feel like a lot of people, well, some people who may not know that when building a car, you should always have a backup car. Because if sometimes, you need that engine, it's going to take some time. I have a dad that built his car's still in the shop. He has 2 cars on the side away from that one. So that one, he's going to get his car. But it's taking some time. It's taking some years. So I do agree with that. Okay, so if you could change one thing about the car world, what would it be?
I would say the way some people look at it. Because nowadays you got this, I forgot what it's called, where they block off the streets and start doing all that craziness. That puts a bad look on all of us because we just want our cars to be seen. We want a good place to show at, a good place to cruise at. We don't want to, every time we ride down the street, police come behind us. Oh, get him, get her, because they doing this. No, it's a small group of people. This with the nonsense. When you got a larger group of people, it's a culture.
Yeah.
So I guess with every good thing, you got to have a renegade.
So how many cars have you owned and named them?
Let me see. At first, I wasn't naming them until I'm going to say my M35. I named that Goldie, of course, because it was gold. My Tahoe was the original Mayhem. My Montero was this Monty. The Q70 is this Blackie, so that's unisex.
Okay.
My White Ram was Mayhem 2.
Okay. Why Mayhem? What about the name?
All right, so years ago, the car club I was in, 100 grand. We was just searching for a name, so everybody was just like looking at me. So the founder said Mayhem. She felt as though I started a lot of shit because building that truck at the time, it's like, oh, you ain't gonna do this, or you ain't gonna do that. I said, okay. But in that club, I started out with 22 to a 24 to a 26 to a 28.
This is rims. Yeah.
And I took it to, it used to be this guy named Rich Maxwell. And he used to do speakers and vinyl also. And he put my ideas into this truck and then some. And then the TVs and everything. Everybody, boy, you just starting trouble. Because some of the people in the car, in that group was like, oh, you ain't going to do this, you ain't going to do that. You ain't. Okay, well, you'll see.
Yeah, and it's a lot of things that go into cars, guys. If y'all really don't understand, it's a lot that goes into it, a lot of money that goes into it. But even off the look of a car, you wouldn't even think. When it down to the brakes, but the wheels itself. But seeing how big this Ram is, I wish y'all could really see how big this thing is. It's huge. I love it. And then the lights, everything working properly. Then for the car itself, if it doesn't have the original stuff to it, you suiting up or modding a car, finding pieces that goes with it. Like it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a hassle sometimes.
It's a hassle. And then it has to work. Oh my God. We're gonna get into it. All right, so what is your dream car?
I got it.
Which one?
My truck.
Oh, the Ram, that's your dream car. I love
now,
that. Your
other
dream
than
cars
that,
are built.
I'm thinking about a Benz or something like that, like a S550.
As far as content, who makes your content?
Me.
From scratch?
Yes.
Okay. So what car meets do you go to, if you go to any?
Well, I normally go off if I'm invited to like different meets, Bowie, Virginia, what else is there? Hunt Valley. There's different places, and I try to record as much as I can.
Do you make it a goal to go to as many as you can?
I wasn't, but now I got that love again. So I need to go. Because at one time I was like, okay, yo, you want to go to this meeting? No, I'm chilling today. You want to go here? Nah, I'm cool. But now it's like that rejuvenation, that rebirth, and it's just like you back, and it's like your presence is felt, and that desire to want to be around cars again is there. Yeah, that's a feeling.
Do you see similar cars or the same cars when you go to these meets? How does it feel when you go to these different meets, but you see like somebody that you know?
A lot of the cars and a lot of the people. You see a lot of different cars. The thing about it is all the cars are the same. They're all the same. Now, it's the ideas that's different. Different wraps, different paints, different rims. Some stereos you just can't be around because it blow your head off and things like that. But it's just a beautiful sight because it's like everything that's in you, you put into this car. And to a woman, that's her baby. To a man, that's his child. Everybody puts their ideas into these cars. Some cars, like you say, your father takes years to put out. You want to wait till it's complete.
Exactly. When do you know your car is ready for meet?
Well, a lot of people keep telling me to enter. I don't. Therefore, the culture, the love. When I see these cars, it's like, wow.
What meets are you looking forward to?
It's one of them that the name has been drilled into my head. I'm getting my truck ready for it now. The iconic meet in June, I believe. But before then, there's a couple meets I plan on going to.
Do you remember a meet that really stuck with the most memorable?
Honestly, it was actually your meet. Real Car Girls Matter, because for one, that was the first indoor meet. I just finished my 1500, And I got a phone call. You coming over? No, I got a text. Y'all coming through this, that, the third. I'm like, yeah, we be through that. Okay. All right, well, come on. I want to see y'all. And like I said, I had just finished my 1500.
Okay.
And once again, I was on my second set of wheels for this truck. And I felt as though, okay, yeah, it's ready. So I didn't enter, but I went. But you might have, it seemed like I entered because I had so many views and people looking at my truck and complimenting me on it. Like, wow, guys coming up, man, you make me want to get a Ram truck. You make me want to get a pickup. And those are the type of compliments I like because
that's the point.
It's like it's pushing somebody else to follow their dream.
Yeah.
Because it's like a lot of car heads out here, they wonder, well, what am I do? What am I do? What am I do? It takes work. This is a craft.
I love it. Love that guy. Do you or would you do drag racing?
I've raced a couple times, but it's not something I'm really interested in because, I mean, fast cars are cool, but a car you can see without breaking your neck is even better.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine, right? I ain't going to say his name, but if he watch, he'll know who he is. A lot of people might know who he is. We were at Wabash.
Okay.
It's a couple years ago. He had just got a Mustang. Everybody was doing the crazy eights, the donuts, the crazy drive, and all that. He took this Mustang with these brand new tires and drove the length of the parking lot in Wabash. By the time he finished, the next day he called me and said, yo, I gotta go get tires.
Yeah.
I said, I guess so. You just got the car and everybody else was doing their thing because they tell me, yo, you can't do a burnout. I said, I know. Because I have an all-wheel drive car.
Yeah, it was fun though.
It was funny though.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. It's fun. Just be safe, guys. All right. So what makes them okay? What makes them nice? What makes them fun? What makes them?
It's the vibe, the people, everybody. I mean, you ever hold a conversation with a person, and it could be a stranger, somebody know, in the conversation y'all all on beat. Everybody's tuned with each other.
Yeah.
Talking about the builds and talking about the mods they done did and some what they plan on doing and it's just the vibe. And then they show you in not only with words, but it's like the emotions because when you talk about a car, it's like
you feel it.
Yeah. It's like, oh man.
If you was to talk to someone about a car, you ask them like, how's this? And depending on their energy, if they're willing to share it or if they're not, when you're going into something like this, it's like you're expecting love, peace, and like collabs. Like you want to know like what's going on. Like you see my car, you see my bill, you thinking it's supposed to be mutual, but I do understand what you mean by the different energy levels could be different because a person could just come show off their car just to show off their car.
Well, most time I park my car and walk away.
So they don't even know who owned the truck.
For a long time, no.
That's dope. What is a car passion that you hope to live to see?
Probably see my son carry on, do his thing.
I was going to ask you that if you had any kids.
Yeah.
You only have one?
No, got 5.
5. One boy?
3.
Okay, but he loves cars like you. Okay, cool. So you want to see him do?
I want to see his first build.
Okay.
I can't wait.
That's dope. I think that I would want to do it. I'm not the only girl. I have an older sister, but she's into cars. Like she loves nice cars, but I'm a crafty person. I'm a nail tech. I do a lot of different designs, colors, doing spunky stuff. Y'all, right now, if y'all was to see my nails, I have one hand one way, another hand another way. Like I just can't sit still with stuff, and I feel like cars.
You gotta put definitely you can put that passion into your car.
Into the car. I think it would be dope. My dad would definitely love to see it. He wouldn't even see it coming. How many modifications do you have on your vehicle, and what's next?
All right, so my car is basic because it's a foreign car, so I just changed the wheels and tinted the windows.
Okay,
that's all that was needed. My truck, let's see, is lifted, changed the shocks, suspension, cold air intake, exhaust, radio, the bed cover, the grill, the lights on the front, the rock lights on the bottom. Need more of those though. Need a lot more.
Have you had to change something that you previously did because of a new mod that you did or upgrade that you did? See, and that's more money. So what do you do? Can't use anymore, but it's still good condition.
It's like now I put a 2-inch leveling kit on it, but since it's a 2500, you would think it's much bigger. So now I want to put a 4-inch lift on it. So the leveling kit is just coming out and it's going to sit. Now, if somebody got a 2500, we can make a deal. If not, it's just going to sit until I throw it away.
You probably should put that on Facebook Market.
I did that with my 1500. I completely gutted it. And I put every part from running boards to spacers to the leveling kit, the grill, the radio. wheels, tires.
All that.
I put that on Facebook Marketplace to sell. I think I sold the radio and the grill. So everything else, it just sat in my garage for the longest time, taking up space. So I called some friends. Hey, come get this. Come get. I don't want it. You can have it. So the day me and my son loaded up and took everything to the dumpster, everybody wanted to call. You still got this? You still got that?
Of course.
No, I needed my garage clear. Just like now, I got parts I gotta get rid of because I got to clear my garage out.
Yeah.
Now it's a 2-car garage, but only 1 car can fit. Truck can't fit, too big.
So what is a mod that you want for your car?
For my car, I think I'm gonna lower it this year.
Super huge truck, and then you have a super low car.
Yeah, crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
But I just want to take away from the wheel gap. It's like a 3-4 inch, about 3 inch wheel gap. I want to take it down to like a 1 or 1.5.
Okay, what is that? What is a wheel gap?
The space between the tire and the wheel well.
Okay.
So mine looks like that. I want it like that.
You want to look like a little spaceship?
No, I think that's real sexy though. With
Okay.
a black car, low with the right wheels.
Yeah, I agree. So how do you go over speed bumps with a little car like that?
Well, I'm gonna learn. Yeah. Right now, I have no problem, but when I lower it, I'm gonna learn.
So I was told a little trick, something about the turn it to the side.
Yeah, go diagonal over everything. Yeah.
My dad be teaching me some stuff. Because he has a low car too.
Okay.
What would your name be if you was to make a new make of a car?
The Ramzilla 3000.
Next question. No, next question.
The Mayhem 500.
Mayhem 500.
Yeah. I like that. Mayhem 500.
But how about just Mayhem? And then you got 500.
Yeah.
You got 200.
You know how Lexus got the LS 460,
exactly.
LS 500? Well, I don't want to start with a 400. I'm just start with Mayhem 500.
Well, that could be a thing. Yeah. Okay. What you driving, a Mayhem?
Exactly. Like I said, I'm not a speed demon, but when I get on the highway, I want to hit that gas. I don't want to hear no. I want to go.
The look and the sound, like you want it to be majestic like a bird.
Yeah, most foreign cars is just, like I say, naturally fast. Now, don't get me wrong, you got some American cars that's fast.
But like what?
I don't want to say this car because it's the first car that popped into my head, but it's a nice car. It's made by Chevy. It's an American car that's fast.
Oh, okay. But we're not naming it.
Yeah, we're not going to say. We're not going to name the car.
I'm like, what? Because I don't know.
Why not? Name it.
Okay, because all right, the Chevy Camaros are nice cars. They're fast. They got ground speed. Plus, you know, with Camaros, you can do things you can't do with most foreign cars. Most foreign cars are all-wheel drive. So, the Camaros, you can do burnouts, do your donuts, you can do it all. But I don't advise it.
Right.
So don't think I'm advising y'all to go out here and buy 8 sets of tires just so y'all can go impress y'all friends. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just that I know what the car can do.
Yeah. Because what makes a burnout? It's not just the wheels. It's what else?
It's the power. You hit that gas, hold that brake to the right minute, and let up off of a little bit.
So what makes people's tires fly off and stuff like that?
When we was kids, we used to take little ice cream sticks, right? And rub them on the cement, and they sharpen. Well, that's the same thing with the tar, black top, tar, cement, everything. You spinning it, and that heat builds up. And that tire just melting until it's nothing.
Okay, but don't do a burnout. He's not recommending it.
No, I'm not recommending
Not
that.
recommending it.
Save your money for something else. The money you spend on them tires, you can save a couple times and get you some real mods done, get you some wraps, some graphics, something.
What is the top speed that you've reached in your vehicle?
My dear Monte, 155, and I'll never do it again.
You scared?
No, I was a fool.
Ooh, you
and then I redlined my Tahoe by racing.
What does redline mean?
That RPM gauge comes all the way over. The miles per hour gauge come all the way over. But I didn't want to do it. I did it under protest because I was kept being egged on the race. So when I did it, he thought his expedition was the fastest thing in the world. I said, it's not. I had one. They're not fast.
And you want? Clock it. What is the big accomplishment that you've made involving your car?
I'm going to answer that 2 ways. Okay, so my biggest accomplishment was buying my house. And buying my house, I bought a house for my car because my car has its own living quarters called the garage.
Right.
And it's attached from, My house is here. My car's house is here.
Okay, but it's not attached together.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
So
you go to your car house. Okay. What it look like in there?
It just looks like a car place.
Okay.
Got wheels and tires, parts, cleaning supplies, rags.
Your own little shop. Okay, I like it. What music do you listen to when you drive alone?
I like old school blends. I can listen to almost anything. Real car girls matter.
Right.
So you come here, you know what you get.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it because they love it.
Exactly.
People come because they want a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So with the iconic meets, it's like people want to be a part of it. You know the person, you know he's a good person.
Mm-hmm.
You know he doesn't bullshit about any car. If you call him anytime day or night, which I have,
Mm-hmm.
he will answer any car question.
Mm-hmm.
Me and thousands and hundreds of others, we like this guy.
Yeah.
So we want to show him our appreciation and show him our builds.
Yeah.
Because yes, he's built a couple cars, but he's watched us all build ours. Even had hand in most of them.
Yeah, I get that.
So
it's kind of like you showing out for him.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like look at what
show
you
up
did.
or show out.
Yeah, because you're saying that you're getting your car ready for that. And it's like you can have your car look the same for every meet. You could. But, depending on how you want to, what your intentions are going into the meet, that's what makes you change your car. So, do you have a car crush?
I used to, but not anymore. Yeah, I don't know. It's just me.
Okay. I was going to say, why not?
Because, you meet a lot of people, you see a lot of cars, and everybody got different intentions.
Yeah. Clock it. Yeah. Do you have somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, you have somebody?
Yeah, she's an ass.
Oh, wow. What turns you on about a car girl?
Style.
Style. What about her style?
I like originality.
Originality. Okay, that's dope.
Somebody who's not trying to just keep up with everybody else, just stay in your lane. Do you?
Do you?
Yes.
You look good doing it.
Exactly.
That means you love women. You love her for her.
Yeah.
I love that for you. That's why he's the man crush today. Are you emotionally attached to your cars?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
So if you crash, you cry?
No, I ain't that bad.
Have you ever crashed out before?
Yes.
Which car?
All of them.
Jesus.
December, I had an accident with 2500. Years ago, I got hit in my Infinity. I totaled my 1500. I totaled my BMW. A couple cars. What else was it? The Ford I totaled.
Yeah. We just gonna leave it right there.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens. It does. It does happen to the best of us. Okay, so you pick a girl up for a date. What are you driving?
My car.
The Infinity.
Yes, because everybody don't want to climb high.
It's easier to climb high than to go low.
Like my friend now, she told me, she said, you can't get this lifted no higher. I said, why can't I? I said, I get you a stool.
You can get the steps that come out.
They're not low. You need to go lower.
Oh.
But no, I would drive depending on the person and where we're going, I would definitely drive my car because that truck can't fit in every garage.
So how big is your engine?
And the truck is a 5.7.
Because you know what they say about the engine?
There's a lot in
the engine.
Yeah, it's a lot in the engine.
It's a lot in the engine.
Yeah.
Okay. We still talking about cars?
Nope.
Oh. All right. Racing your girl. All right. Let's say it's just a blank highway. Blank highway. It's real safe. You can see everything. But you and your girl, like, I bet you I can race you. I bet you I can beat you. Would you let her win?
No.
Damn. You gotta humble us sometimes.
I'd burn that ass up. I was gonna have a friend of mine race, and the guy looked at the car and said, "No, I'm not racing that." I said, "Okay, why not?" He said, "I'm not racing that." I said, "Okay."
Would you date a car girl?
Yeah.
You would? What's your biggest turnoff? What's
my biggest turnoff? The lack of ability and people who don't see their possibilities.
You're a very simple man, but what you ask for, I feel like isn't a lot. I feel like you're definitely a dope person to be around.
I
Fun
try
to
to
be
be.
around too. You know, you're very open minded.
Yeah,
I feel
gotta
like
be.
you think that, especially with your cars, like you're not really too strict on anything. And like you said, anything that basically if whatever you want to change, you're willing to change as long as it's for the better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you go where good is, and I like that. Got a great heart. He's a great crush, guys, ain't it? What is your biggest fear in life?
Losing.
What's your next biggest fear in life? Because you're gonna lose sometimes.
Never lose.
You never lost?
Never lose. Life is a lesson. You only lose when you quit.
Exactly. You see how you change your perspective? Sometimes people can say that. You know how my question just, what is it? What's your biggest fear? I'm thinking falling off a cliff or something, you know?
Nah.
But he's like, losing. Because
Yeah.
I'm a winner everywhere. And I need everybody to have that mindset. Clock it. You never lose.
Never.
You never last. Always first. What's something that people misunderstand about you?
My attitude.
What they think that you mean?
Yeah, because I sit and I observe and they be like, you look mean. I'm not. You just say, I'm not talking to you. We're not talking. I'm just sitting here trying to observe what's going on.
Exactly. So how many girls have you had at one time? Dating the number 2, maybe.
Maybe one or two.
How player did you play? 1 or 2 girls?
I don't lie though.
That's good. So
If
they
I'm
both
seeing
win.
somebody else, I'll tell you. I won't lie.
He's not a dog.
No.
He just
God,
likes his cake and
I
eat
mean,
it too.
if you give people their options, you never know what they'll say.
Exactly.
Some people might say, yeah, I'm with it. Some people might say, no, go.
Yeah. And people are very judgmental of guys who feel like, who is being a man. I feel like being a man is also being honest as well.
Yeah.
So if you do want to have another girl, that is your priority. But it's how you played it. And you were still being a man about it. Telling the girl what's going on. Right. So that is it, guys. That was a good one.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Real Car Girls
Come back
Matter.
next week.
Come back next week for Man Crush Monday.
With Major Keys.
Yes.